from rising Dogecoin adoption and the latest bullish divergence for it to rising institutional crypto investments and all the latest data and updates. There is a lot to talk about in this video, so let's see what exactly is happening. So first of all, we are now seeing that there is still some positive momentum in the crypto market. We can see here that Bitcoin is eyeing to hit the 48K price level and Ethereum is also looking good. Meanwhile, Doge is currently going through a slight dip here. However, this is not a major crash and this dip is actually healthy for it before another uptrend from here. Now the good thing for the crypto market is that institutional investment is returning to it, and this is pretty positive since it can inject more positivity into crypto prices. So the data from CoinShares shows a weekly inflow of about $193 million in crypto funds, with more than half of that figure going to Bitcoin alone. The data further revealed that institutional investments into cryptos are at the highest levels in 3 months, a sharp rise from the previous week, which saw outflows of $47 million. The last time investment levels were near the current figure was in the week ending on December 3, which saw about $184 million worth of inflows. We can see here that the fund flows had a big focus on Bitcoin, with just over 50% of the capital going into products based on Bitcoin, which saw inflows totaling $98 million. Meanwhile, Solana was runner-up, seeing about $87 million in inflows for the week, a figure that CoinShares says is the largest single week of inflows on record. All in all, this is pretty positive news for Bitcoin and the overall crypto market as institutional investors are now coming back to the market. And since the market is already looking pretty positive, this news is like a cherry on top, and it is now expected that we are going to see more gains from here. And now let's come to Dogecoin. So after reversing from the 32 cents level last year, Dogecoin was on a long-term downslide for over 4 months, and this bearish phase saw a down-channel trajectory. However, the good thing is that after months of bearish momentum, Dogecoin is now back on track as it has managed to surge more than 17% over the last 7 days. In doing so, Doge has even outperformed other major cryptos, including Bitcoin, in terms of overall price growth during this time. And after this recent recovery, we are now seeing that Dogecoin has broke the down-channel trajectory it formed in recent months. From here on, the down-channel breakout could propel further recovery towards the 15 to 16 cents zone. Then, it would likely face resistance near its 200 EM, a pullback before the bulls gather more force to alter its long-term downtrend, and then propel it to the upside. We can see here on this chart that since its October highs, Doge has declined by over 70% as it plunged towards its 10-month low on 24 February. During this fall, the upper trend line of the down channel was a strong selling point, one that shunned most bullish recovery attempts. Moreover, this downfall led Doge to lose the crucial 14 cents support level, one that offered the highest liquidity in the last 3 months. However, we can see here that the latest recovery saw a falling wedge breakout after Dogecoin reversed from its long-term 11 cents support level. And as a result, the price jumped to its 20 and 50-day EMA and reclaimed the 14 cents support level. So now with the super trend finally entering the green zone, it appears to be aiming to steer the current rally towards its 200-day EMA to challenge its long-term trend. While on its way, the 15 cents mark could pose barriers in the short term, bulls are expected to ramp up the current volumes to trigger a sustained rally and take Doge above the 16 cents level. Another thing we are now seeing is that the RSI value of Doge has pictured solid recovery in the last 10 days from the 33 base. Now that it is heading into the overbought territory, a potential reversal could be lurking around the corner. While in such a case, a near-term pullback is expected, the good thing is that a significant uptick would be likely after it. Meanwhile, the MACD line has finally closed above the zero line and affirmed greater buying momentum for Doge. So this is just more and more confirmation that this trajectory is going to keep the bullish hopes of testing the 200 EMA alive, and then we may see Doge initiating another uptrend from here. All in all, with the 20-day EM endeavoring to jump above the 50-day EMA, the long-term tendencies for Doge are favoring the bulls. To top it up, the super trend corresponded with this bullish sentiment. And another important thing to note here is that Doge now shares a 92% 30-day price correlation with Bitcoin. So since Bitcoin is now looking to move to the upside, it is now highly likely that Doge is also going to continue its bull run. In addition to this, we are now seeing that Dogecoin's adoption is also rising with every single passing day. So we are now seeing that Big Digital Assets, the owner of Netcoins, an online crypto exchange in Canada, recently said that it is adding Dogecoin and Shiba Inu along with some other coins to its platform. Now the positive thing to note here is that on just the second day since launch, Doge, Shiba, and others already accounted for 12% of daily revenue for the platform. So this is indeed positive news for Doge as more and more trading platforms are listing it. And the best thing is that with every new listing, a lot of new investors are showing great interest in it. To sum it up, everything is now looking pretty positive for Dogecoin. From its price-forming bullish patterns and its technical indicators giving bullish signals to its rising adoption, everything is now nicely shaping up for it. So we can now expect Doge to continue its rally and move to the upside from here. And with that being said, let's come to Bitcoin for a minute. So Bitcoin has reached a 3-month high as it is now trading near the 48K price level. After 6 consecutive green daily candles, Bitcoin is up nearly 27% in the last 2 weeks. The upward swings have been attributed to a number of bullish factors that have been emerging throughout March, including a shrinking supply of Bitcoin on crypto exchanges. Meanwhile, Glassnode claims that short sellers, or those betting on a protracted drop in Bitcoin's price, were responsible for carving out a bottom for it. Nevertheless, we are now seeing strong bullish momentum for Bitcoin, and it is now expected to achieve more gains from here. Besides, there is a crucial bullish trend line forming with support near 4 to 6K on the hourly chart of Bitcoin. On the upside, the price is facing resistance near the 48K level. A successful break and close above this level might push the price towards 49K. The next major resistance could be near the 49.5K level, and any more gains could open the doors for a move towards the 50K level. Moving on, we are now seeing very positive news for Bitcoin that can help it to reclaim this 50K level. So the CEO of MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor, has just tweeted that the company's subsidiary, MicroStrategy, has taken a loan of $205 million to acquire Bitcoin. And the company will use it to acquire Bitcoin as well as to pay fees, interest, and all expenditures related to this purchase. So this is very bullish for Bitcoin as a massive amount of investment is going to come to it. Meanwhile, we know that news of Russia's invasion of Ukraine saw the value of Bitcoin tanking along with that of other cryptos. However, the crypto market has since shown a resilience that many crypto analysts have always talked about as the prices of cryptos have recovered. According to crypto analyst Will Clement, Bitcoin's price has risen by 35% since Russia invaded its neighbor. The crypto analyst went on to add that it would be hard for anyone to be bearish because Bitcoin has closed above the short-term holder cost basis for the first time since December 3rd. So what it means is that Bitcoin is now handling the effects of the war in Ukraine and the record high inflation, and is turning out to be a great hedge against inflation. Moving on, we are now seeing that crypto analyst Cred is saying that Bitcoin is one resistance away from igniting a strong move up that can take it to fresh 2022 highs. He believes that Bitcoin is approaching a level that bulls must take out to open the door for a sustained ascent. According to Cred, 47K is a key price level as he says it is a nice confluent area where multiple moving averages slope around a high time frame resistance zone. And Cred believes that once the Bitcoin price convincingly sits above the resistance level, it should have enough momentum to rally close to 60K once again. And now, let's come to some important crypto updates. So Australian crypto exchange BTC Markets has partnered with Mastercard to allow its customers to make direct debit, prepaid, or credit card payments to purchase cryptos from the platform. The move is part of a broader trend by payments giants like Mastercard and Visa to incorporate crypto functionality into their services. So this is positive news as we are now seeing that crypto adoption is rising throughout the world. And talking about rising crypto adoption, it is expected that crypto adoption is going to surge in Germany. We can see here that KuCoin in its report clearly indicates that almost half of Germans have already invested in cryptocurrencies or at least plan to do so in the near future. To illustrate the exact data, we are talking about 44% of the country's citizens motivated to buy crypto, while 37% declare to have participated in the market for at least a year. And now coming back to Dogecoin, we have seen that its price has formed a massive bullish divergence while its adoption is also rising. All in all, it is now expected that Doge is going to surge in the coming days or weeks. In any case, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section below.